Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a beautiful day here in South Florida. It feels great outside, and we got work to do. You guys saw on my last video, I finally finished the rear corner of the CRX that I have been dreading forever. But we finally got it done. It looks great. If you didn't see the video, you should go and check that out. Since I'm outside, let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like now. Sick. Today though, we're gonna focus on this little triangle piece and this little triangle piece. This is the one that says Honda across, and then this one has the SI logo. I want to figure out, if you guys know, they are notorious for like not unclipping correctly or breaking, so on both sides completely broken. So I have a plan of action in my head, and I'm almost positive that it's gonna work, but we have to first go to Ace Hardware to get the materials that I'm thinking are gonna work. But before we get to the CRX and the triangle parts, those pieces, you guys would have seen also that my tarp took a poop. It ripped up. My new one came in, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this first, and then we'll get started. Boom! New tent is up, fixed, looking good. The old one's in the garbage can. Now, before I actually do go to Ace Hardware, what I want to do is put this up against there and get the measurement of the distance between, hold on a second, between that guy and the actual hole. I need to know the distance that it is in between so that I know what I need to grab when I go to Ace Hardware. The way I'm gonna go ahead and do that, I'm literally gonna just take this little, can't even think of the name, but I'm gonna take this guy, put this up against there, and from the back side, pause, I'm gonna try to get it into one of the holes and measure that way. So I'll poke through the hole and see how far I have till I'm hitting, which is pretty much like right there. So that's the distance from the end of my finger to the tip of that point is the distance that I have. So it's not much. It's probably 5/8 of an inch. Now with that measurement, I can go to Ace Hardware and hopefully find what's gonna work. So my thought process, guys, I'm here at Ace Hardware, is actually using these little clips that are for like panels and trim. If I could just find the correct width. That's one thing I did forget, was to get the width that I needed of the hole. But I'm thinking these guys like that, done. So I'm gonna buy a couple different sizes, see which would work, and we'll go from there. But I think that's gonna work. So we made it back to the house. We got what we need, but like normal, I always like to try to clean whatever I'm gonna work on before I start working on it, to get all the nastiness off of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean these two little pieces of plastic, and then we'll get to my idea. I also bought some plastic JB Weld, which we're gonna use to attach these to the back side. Got my gloves. I got a little piece of extra tile from when I did my bathroom to go ahead and do the mixing on here. I wanna show you guys that I feel like this big one is gonna be perfect. You could see that right now. I just have the tip right there, pause, and it looks like it's going in pretty damn smoothly. There we go. I got like two little rings in. You can see it's holding by itself. And to take it out, I gotta put some force. So I think that's probably gonna be the best solution. I bought some other ones, but I feel like they go in too easy, which means I don't want the triangle piece on the backside to be like loose or whatnot, but these seem like they go in a little too easy. See, I barely pushed it and it already went through. So I feel like the other one is gonna have way more strength when I push it in, when I have all three in. So I think this is the smaller one that I just showed you guys. This is the bigger one. I think I'm gonna go with this one, even though it may be a much more pain in the butt to take it off, but I know that it's not gonna go anywhere. Now you could see here that when I place this down, the diameter of this new little plastic clip is bigger than underneath. I don't want that. I actually want this new piece to sit inside of that. So I am gonna trim down this plastic, the bottom part, the head, to make it fit inside of each little nub. So I'm literally just gonna take it, cut away, I'm not making it into a perfect circle again. I don't think it needs to be. As long as I cut it down and it fits. See, I could still probably cut a little bit more, but that's pretty much what I want to happen. And what I think I'm also gonna do, if you could see, it has a slight bit of like a bowl shape. It has like a slight curve. So what I think I'm gonna do is actually get, there, we can see it good there, is I'm gonna get the orbital sander and just real quick, so that it's nice and flat, instead of having that curve to it, so it can sit inside of that little pocket better. Can you see it? Nice and flat. So I'm gonna do it to all of them. Now that they're all cut, sanded down to what I wanted them to be, I'm gonna go ahead and make the mix. I'm gonna go ahead and make it, mix it. Then I'm gonna actually put, you know, I'm gonna dab a good amount in each center of each point. Then I'll attach these to them. Then I'll come back, let that dry up for a couple minutes. Then I'll come back and put more surrounding it and on the, like the head, the inside. All right, let me try to explain that one more time. I'm gonna mix, I'm gonna sit that. Once it dries up a decent amount, then I'm gonna come back and put more on top of it so that it sits properly and that it gets, you know, from the top and the bottom and the sides. Let's mix. And these packets come with a little mixing stick. Where the hell did it just go? I just had it. Oh, here it is. It comes right here. All you do is twist it off, put the two down together, depending on how much you want. You put the cap back on. Go ahead and mix. Mix the two, mix the two. Now we take the contraption, the mixture, boom, boom, boom. Let that sit for a sec, move that out the way. Put these right smack in the center of where the old locations used to be. So I try to put them directly in the center of each little spot. This one I might have to adjust a little bit with something like underneath it to pry it up. Got all 6 of them in their spots of where they need to go. You'll see here I put that little guy and that little guy just to get it more upright, because it was slightly falling over. So to get it as upright as possible, I put that little thing to kind of just almost as like a shim. There we go, I couldn't think of the word. So directions do say sets in 5 minutes, cures in an hour. While I go and do some other things around the house that I need to get done, I'm gonna have this just sit here and set and cure, and then we will come back in about an hour at least or so, and then try to fit them onto the car and see if my idea worked. It's been about 45 minutes and they're pretty good on there, but I do want to let them sit a little bit longer, so I'm actually going to put them in the sun and really let them sit and bake on there. I mean, honestly, I might even leave them till like later on today or tomorrow and then put them on, but we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and put them into the sun and let them cook. Threw them on top of the trailer where the sun is beating, so we'll let them sit while we clean, give my mother's car a car wash. I think it's time. I think it's had enough time to dry up. Again, you can see the back, how I did it with the little you know, like panel tabs. So I'm gonna go ahead and test this driver's side one and see if it works. Hopefully it does, man. Let's give it a try. Little love taps. And we are in, and that ain't coming out. You guys seen that? We are in there. We are in there, man. See if we can see anything from the back side, which I can't, but they are in there, fellas. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it back out, but it is in there, and I think we are good to go, man. I can't, you could see, no, you can't see it down there, but it's in there. It worked, which is great. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the passenger side in now and see how that goes. Cool. Passenger side went in a little bit easier, and I think it's probably because I had the little clips a little bit better centered, I guess, but it's in. It's looking great. That's not coming off, like, unless I really pry that off, it's not coming off. So that's what it looks like now with both on there. You can see it. I washed them, cleaned them up as much as I could, and yeah, man, that's what it's looking like. Can I say to myself, mission complete? Faux show. My solution did work. I think if I wanted to, I probably could have still used the smaller ones that were a little bit thinner than those. I am gonna have to eventually take these back off to prime the car and paint. Hopefully when I take them off, the clips are still there, and if they're not there, I have these other 6 that I could just do the same thing again, because once I put them on after the car is painted, they definitely are not coming off for any reason. So there you guys have it. I think I came up with a solution for these plastic pieces on the back of the CRX, the one that says Honda, the one that says SI, as to when the little clips on the backside break off, which they always do. We got a solution now to put them back on, and they're good to go. I'm happy. I'm stoked, man. It came out good. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video, subscribe this video, hit that notification button. We learn something every video, man. At least I learn something every video, and hopefully the plan también as well is for you guys to learn something on these videos. As always, guys, chase the dream, not the competition. Peace.